I never thought I'd be standing here, telling a story like this. A story of loss, of fire, and of betrayal from the one person I thought would care the most. My name is Rachel, and this is the day my house burned down, and my mom laughed. For years, that house was more than wood and nails. It was home. It held birthdays, holidays, quiet mornings with coffee, late nights with friends, and laughter in the backyard. Everything that mattered to me lived in those walls. But that all changed on a chilly autumn night, a night like any other, until it wasn't. I was asleep when the smoke hit my room first. The smell was acrid, sharp, like metal burning. Before I knew it, the smoke alarm was screaming, and I was scrambling for my phone. Flames were already licking the hallway walls. I remember thinking, no, not my home. I lost everything that night. All my clothes, furniture, keepsakes, memories. In the chaos, I did what anyone would do. I called the one person I thought would care, my mom. She laughed. Not worried, not sympathetic, not even shocked. Just laughter. A cold, cruel sound that echoed through the smoke and flames in my ears. I couldn't believe it. I stood there watching everything I loved burn, and usually, when something horrible happens, the people you trust hurt with you, but not her. She laughed. You'd think people would show up to help, but most just stood on the sidewalk, murmuring, "That's awful," then walked back to their cars. I rebuilt my life, but not in the way I thought I would. Funny thing about fire, some things burn, but some things, like pride and love, are harder to ignite. 1 year later, that house is gone, the ashes scattered. But what's still here, what really matters, are the lessons that came after. The hardest moment wasn't losing the house. It was realizing that some people, even family, won't be there when your life collapses. Some people don't feel what you feel. Some people will laugh. And that pain, that was the fire I didn't see coming. If you take anything from this story, let it be this. Your worth is not tied to what others think of your pain. And sometimes losing everything can set you free from the things that never really loved you back. I rebuilt, not a house, but me. Stronger, wiser, and surrounded now by people who truly care. Some moments change your life forever. Not because of what happens, but because of who stands with you and who doesn't. People always say, family is everything, but nobody tells you what to do when family becomes the reason you break. My name is Emily, and this is the story of the night my house burned down and the moment my own mother laughed. That laugh still echoes in my head. That house wasn't big, it wasn't fancy, but it was mine. I worked 2 jobs to afford it. Late nights, missed weekends, no vacations. Every paycheck went into that place. Every wall had memories. Every corner had a story. That house was proof that I survived without help, without support, without my family, especially my mother. She never liked that I was independent. She liked control, and I didn't fit into her version of a good daughter. Growing up, my mom wasn't cruel all the time. She was emotionally distant. When I cried, she said I was weak. When I succeeded, she said I was lucky. When I failed, she said I deserved it. She loved my siblings loudly, me quietly, if at all. I learned early not to expect comfort from her. Still, when disaster struck, I thought she would care. I was wrong. It was almost midnight. I was asleep. Then I smelled smoke. At first, I thought I was dreaming, but then the smoke alarm screamed. When I opened my bedroom door, fire was already crawling across the ceiling. Panic doesn't feel dramatic. It feels cold, silent, fast. I grabbed my phone, ran barefoot outside, and watched flames eat my life. My clothes, my furniture, my childhood photos, my hard work, all gone. Standing there, shaking, I called my mom. I said, "Mom, my house is burning." There was silence. Then she laughed. Not nervous laughter, not shock, real laughter. She said, "Well, maybe now you'll learn something." My heart dropped harder than the flames. That was the moment I stopped being her daughter. I stayed in a shelter for weeks. Friends helped, strangers helped. My mother? Nothing. No call, no visit, no apology. She told people it was bound to happen. That hurt more than the fire. I had two choices: break, rebuild. So I rebuilt. Not just my life, my boundaries. I stopped chasing love that didn't exist. I stopped explaining my pain to someone who enjoyed it. I learned that survival doesn't need permission. 1 year later, I had a new place, a better job, a stronger mind. My mother, she needed help. She called me, crying. And for the first time, I didn't feel hate. I felt peace, because I no longer needed her approval to exist. Losing my house hurt, but losing the illusion of my mother hurt more. Fire destroyed my past, but it gave me a future. If you're watching this and your family hurt you, remember, blood doesn't equal love. Pain can become power. Survival is your victory. Sometimes the fire saves you. If this story touched you, like, subscribe, and share. You're not weak, you're rebuilding.